Chris was meant to fight in the first round, you know, Chris was sparring Tuesday that week. Chris, that's got to be better than well. Different, smaller, wasn't it? Boxing, kickboxing, or something like that. Chris sparring, so you've got a opponent there, but it's worse than his nose. That's what I'm doing.
Could you please have Christopher Fay and Kyle Neal to the golf table, please? Christopher Fay and Kyle Neal, please to the golf table. Can we have Isa Akram and Gordon Ward to the golf table, please? Isa Akram of Roy and Gordon Ward to the golf table, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the Ashgill Recreation Centre. elite and youth level. We'll be starting our boxing at about 12 o'clock. Before we get to the Western District bouts, we will be starting with the final from the Scottish Intermediate Championships held over from last month. So our first bout will be from the Scottish Intermediate Championships, and then we will be getting underway with this year's Western District Elite and Youth Championships. Boxing starts at about 12 o'clock.
Alright, so I'll just try that again. Just had the sound was up a second ago, so good afternoon. Welcome to Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships 2021. My name is Jamie O'Neill. You're watching the JATV Live and JATV Raw. We do have this going out across both our Facebook page and our YouTube page, so let us know you're here in the comments. Please keep the comments respectful. As you just heard from Gregory Houston, there will be a championship final bout before the Youth and Elite start, but boxing should start in the next 10 minutes or so. I'll catch up with you in a wee second. Right, thanks for that, Yassine Nawaz. They just pointed out that he's going to hear me. You should be able to hear me now. So boxing should be underway in the next 7-8 minutes. There will be a final that's been carried over from the previous intermediates first. And then we will have 10 bouts. There's been a few walkovers. I think that there was about 5 bouts that can't happen today. First bout will be Icericrum and Gordon Ward from Rob Roy and Ayrshire. So hello again, my name's Jamie, you're watching JATV Live on JATV Raw and JATV's YouTube and Facebook channels. We're just going to run through some of the sponsors. Thanks so much for sponsoring both the event and the live stream. We get SW Heating and Plumbing. Details are on the screen now. And Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. Their details are up for you to see as well. So we will be here the whole afternoon. We've got 10 bouts for the Western District Elite and Youth Championships. And thanks so much to our sponsors. Gregory Houston is the ring announcer, so I won't be doing much of the talking whilst he's on the mic. Hopefully you can hear him. If you can't, let us know. And if you're supporting anyone, then let us know who you're supporting. Be kind in the comments, please. Remember, like, share. This will be the view of the ring that you'll get. But until then, just to be respectful to our sponsors, this is what you'll be looking at. So as soon as the boxing's ready to go, we will switch to the main camera. Some of the boxers on today, so Isaac Akram and Gordon Ward are up first. Finlay Johnson and Kieran Bergen will be on second. Bout number 3 will be Paul Duffy and Luke McFadgen. And then we have a youth cruiserweight with Jay Steele and Callum Pollock. Then Ross Hutchison, Dylan Arbico. Then Brendan Riley and Turpo Ali. Then Mark Johnson and Axel Felix Njoy. Then Jamie McCluskey, Sam Kane. And then Robert McNulty, Paul Greville. And our final bout number 10, is a super heavyweight with Kane Caldwell and Conor McDonald. So we will be here for the duration of the afternoon, as long as it takes. There were a few walkovers, so if you didn't hear the boxers there, as far as I know, they won't be boxing today. And the finals will be in a few weeks, Saturday the 27th. We'll get back to you with the details and whether or not you can watch that live stream. We're still waiting to find out, but hopefully I'll be there. So I've got a better new system to see everybody's comments, so I can catch all the comments from both our YouTube and our Facebook streams in the one place. So just quick hello to Mark Breslin, Yassine Nawaz, Sam Wiley, Colin Simpson, Zora Ahmed, and as always Kevin McNulty. I guess you've got a long wait like me, because Robert McNulty's on number 9th. I've already said hello to him. He's ready to go. He'll be up against Paul Greville from Barhead. William Lafferty. Yeah, Kyle McNeil is the first bout, so I didn't have the information, but he'll be boxing first. And that's a carryover from the finals of the intermediates. So he'll be the first bout you'll see, William. Any other question, just fire them over. I'm just sitting here patiently waiting. Now the referee is hitting the ring, so I'm going to switch to our main camera.
Boxers to the ring, please. Boxers to the ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, starting us off today, Scottish Intermediate Championship final for elite category at lightweight 60 kilograms. 3-2 rounds referees are Paul O'Connor. In the red corner from Kingdom Boxing Club, Christopher Flynn. And in the blue corner from Keely's Boxing Club, Kyle McNeil. 3-2 rounds.
Shots go crack.
So a great start to the afternoon. So this is the final for the 60 kg Scottish Intermediates. They've had to wait a few weeks. Both boxers are ready to go. And a great wee start to the afternoon before we get into the Western District Elite and Youth Championships. Kyle's actually a boxer I know quite well. We've covered juries quite a lot, but Chris and Kingdom, this is the first time I've seen him box. He's equally as impressive. You're watching at home, let us know your thoughts. Hello to Helen Torrance, watching from Benidorm, and Wendy Davis, who's supporting Kyle. Here we go, round two. Nice left. And Chris is doing quite well. Landing those shots to Kyle, but Kyle's trying to hunt him down. A few combinations in the inside there for Chris. Nice wee manoeuvre there for Chris. Kyle is trying to force him into the ropes. Kyle just needs to watch. Make sure he's guarding his head. Coach Archie Jury in the corner there, in the blue corner for Kyle, giving instructions. Hello Umar for Dumfries. Great boxing here from both lads. For me, Chris just maybe edged that round with the combinations, but be interested to see what Archie's Jury in Kyle's corner. Both boxers must be exhausted after that round. You're watching the Western District Elite and Youth Championships here at the Ashgill Centre in Milton, Glasgow. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services, so thanks for that. They're supporting our live stream today. Get in touch if you get any home shows coming up. We've got a lot of shows coming up in December. If you're interested in live streaming, let us know. Get back to the ring for the third and final round. These intermediate 60 kg Scottish intermediate final to determine the champion. Kyle try to put the pressure on Chris. Nice start to the round there for Kyle. Chris isn't as accurate as he was in round 2, but it's still quite early in the round. I think Kyle's showing a bit more aggression, being on the front foot, landing some decent shots there. As I said, Chris isn't as accurate in his response as he was in round 2, which just makes this a more interesting bout. Let's get to the stage now. Both guys really need to dig deep. I agree with Colin Simpson. I think it's down to both boxers to determine who can dig deep enough to win this. Great start to the afternoon, to be honest. I'm glad they put this on first. Kyle's still trying to keep the pressure up. Last 10 seconds now. Getting a bit sluggish now, but what a bout that was. As I say, great start to the afternoon from both Kyle and Chris. And we will just hand back to Gregory Houston for the official announcement here to determine the Scottish Intermediate Champion 2021 in the 60 kg category.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for both boxers. After 3 rounds, the winner on a 3-2 split decision and the 2021 Scottish Intermediate Lightweight Champion in the blue blue corner, please let's hear it for the silver medalist,
Well done, both Chris and Kyle there. I know how hard Kyle's been working in the last year during lockdown, but no doubt Chris has put in the same, and it's very, very close bout for me, but I do believe the judges got that one right. Now next up, Ashgill Recreation from Rob Roy and Gordon Ward. If you just heard that, after this will be Finlay Johnson and Kieran Bergen. So get ready. Make sure you're liking, subscribing and sharing, tagging your grannies, grandpas, cousins, brothers and sisters, let them know what to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, right number 1 edition is the Western District Championships. Within the youth category, 16 kilogram lightweight division, 3 3-minute rounds, and is considered George Brown. Boxing out of the red corner from Roy Boxing Club, Isa Akram. And in the blue corner from Air Boxing Club, Gordon Ward. 3 3-minute rounds.
So this should be interesting to kick us off in the Western District Elite and Youth. So this is Youth Lightweight, 60 kg, Isa Akram from Rob Roy and Gordon Ward, who's in the blue corner from Ayr. Just about to get started in round 1. Let us know you're here if you're watching. I know Isa's got a few fans already watching, so make sure you're clicking the like button, let us know you're here. So Isa is in the red and Gordon's in the blue. Nice manoeuvre there from Isa. Gordon is trying to set the pace, but Isa manoeuvring out the way just shows his skill. Both boxers looking for an opening here. Throwing the jab. It's almost like they're still just testing each other, sussing each other out. Nice right there from Isa. Gordon attempting to move in with the right and the left, but Isa stepping back, moving out the way. Then responding with his own. Nice wee double jump there. I feel as though Isa's sort of setting the pace, no letting Gordon get inside. Responding with these sharp attacks. He's a bit more accurate. There we go. A wee flurry there. Gordon really needs to watch that. If Isa sees an opening, I know from experience watching before that he'll take it. Gordon just needs to watch when he is pushing forward that he's keeping his head up and watching where the blows are landing. Issa on opening up now. 10 seconds left for the first round. And there we go, end of round 1. For me, it was Issa's round. His coaches in the corner look comfortable. Gordon, as I said, just needs to watch when he's pushing forward. I know he probably doesn't have as much as a reach advantage at Issa, but Issa is sort of setting this pace, and there is a way Gordon can move forward and try and get the inside of Issa. Just needs to watch his accuracy, keep his head up. We're just about to go into round 2. And this is officially the first bout of the Western District Youth Elite and Youth Championships 2021. Where you're watching from, just let us know what city, what town you're from. Again, Gordon's using too much energy when he's moving forward. I wish he'd just try moving inside with swing and get his head down. He needs to just watch where he's going, because Issa is very light on his feet, will step back, will move out the way, and that's causing Gordon to use far too much energy with little delivery. Again, Issa showing his advantage with the reach. Neil Sinclair, hello. Jason McCormack, still in Erskine, aye. Stephen Morrison watching from Falkirk. The boss, I've nicknamed you the boss, Stephen. Again, Issa is taking much control of this bout. Gordon is now trying to, I think, getting a bit frustrated trying to get in, and it can be frustrating when you've got someone that's as sharp as Issa, is light on his feet, and it's hard to get in and break him down. Sean Stewart, you literally just called that. You said if Issa picks up the red corner, you think this will get stopped. I've been waiting for Issa to sort of explode a bit, but I think he's sort of almost trying to lure Gordon in. But when Gordon is going in, he just needs a bit more control when he's moving in. That's, I think, there's a lack of sort of control when he's moving forward, using far too much energy. But as I said, it can be frustrating when you've got someone as light on their toes as Issa. He's very quick, very good head movement as well. He's in with the jab, stepping back, in with the jab, stepping back. Last 10 seconds of round 2. So Zora Am is watching from Alicante, Spain. I think she's the furthest away. Sean Stewart, he said very good from the Rob Roy boxer. Very hard when your opponent is that fast-footed. I agree completely. I don't think I've seen Gordon box before. Just a few things to work on. I mean, it can be frustrating when you've got an opponent that's maybe a bit taller, get a bit more reach. He's lighter on his toes. But it's not to say it's impossible. There's a few good wee scrappers. His body shape and that kind of reminds me of wee Brandon Butler for Renfrewshire boxing, who is a great wee boxer to watch. And he's not always fighting boys his height. Sometimes they're a bit taller, get a better reach. So we go third and final round for the opening bout of the Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021. Again, nice jabs there from Issa, very accurate. He knows where to step in, he knows where to step back, and he is trying to punish his opponent when he slips up and moves forward. But I think, for me, Issa's done well if he keeps this up. He will take this bout. Well, Danny Coy's called it. Hope medical team will just check over both boxers, make sure they're alright. And Gordon will be a bit disappointed how it ended, but listen, anybody that gets in a ring has my respect. And this, from what I know, this has been an autumn championship where boxers at the right level can join, so there may be some mismatch, but that's how it goes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for both boxers. The winner by RSC and through to the final in the red corner is Alton. And please let's hear it for Gordon Ward.
So well done to both boxers there. Issa will be boxing on the 27th of November for the finals. Next up, Finlay Johnson and Kieran Bergen here at the Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. We have another 9 bouts for you to go. And if you are watching, let us know where you're watching from. Hello to Ashley Anderson, Denzel Enzo, David Lewis, and Sean Stewart, and Danny Cole, who I mentioned already. This is the first time we've ever live streamed, well, the first time JTV's ever live streamed the Western District Championships, and we hope going forward that it's a regular occurrence, if I do a good job, that is. So Kieran in the blue corner is from Barn, and Finlay in the red corner is from Ayr. I'll just pass you back to Gregory Houston, your ring announcer, as he introduces both boxers.
Champions, first second round at middleweight, 75 kilograms, TT Americans, in the red corner from Air Boxing Club, Finley Johnson. And in the blue corner from the Modern Boxing Club, Hugh Bergen.
Nice wee back and forth from both these lads. Just a reminder, Kieran Bergen in the barn, in the red. Finley Johnson from Ayr in the blue. The referee just... Oh sorry, that seems the wrong way around. Yeah, Finley Johnson in the red corner and Kieran Bergen in the blue, sorry. So finally just got his head guard fixed. Great wee back and forward between these two guards. I'm trying to work out if both of them have a game plan, but sometimes in the amateurs you don't get time. It might be the first time these guys have met, for all I know. You don't always know what your opponent's going to be like. You just need to literally go in and take your chance and show off your skill. Hi to John McKellar, thanks for watching. Kieran in the blue, I was just about to say, he was just picking his shots, some body shots. Finley is in the red, is now getting count. And Kieran will no doubt just try and get back in and land the power blows. Again, Finley just needs to his head guard fixed, get a wee breather. Kieran looks a bit annoyed. I think he was sort of going to go a bit forward there. Derek Fraser, thanks for that. Yeah, John McKenna, one of the nicest guys. Very great referee. Coming to the end of round one, if it goes that far. That's the end of round one. So guys, thanks for watching Boxing Scotland's Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021 here at the Ashgill Recreation Centre in Milton, Glasgow. Our sponsors are SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. Check them out online. We are just about to go into round two of the second bout. And this is in the red corner, Finley Johnson from Ayr Boxing Club. and he is boxing Kieran Bergen from the Barn Boxing Club. Here we go, round 2. Kieran carrying on just where he left off, but there is some fight in Finlay to try and respond, but Kieran moving between the body and the head. They're almost like power blows. Some of them are sharp, they're sore. Kieran does look, Finlay does look slightly hurt there. Medical team just checking him over. It's as though he's checking his head, although he was holding his left waist as well, so I think some of the power shots from Kieran are starting to take their toll. This is a 75 kg youth middleweight. Boxing resumes. Kieran again. Got a bit to say, Kieran moving in with his left jab and body shot. But Finlay tried to respond there, tried to stop it. And the referee has called it. I think some of those power blows to the head, the referee's just a bit concerned about. Finlay is bleeding from his nose. As this is an open tournament, we may see some slight mismatches. Some boxers not seen each other in nearly 2 years. For me, Kieran just had a bit more power in both the body and the head shots. And it's the referee's job just to make sure that both boxers are safe. So that's 2 bouts, 2 stoppages. If it goes on like this, I'll be going home early.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's get it for both boxers. Referee has called something in line number 2. Winner by RSC and through to the final in the blue corner, Kieran Bergen. And please, let's get it for Finlay Johnson. So we have James Steele and Colin Paul to the glove table, please. James Steele and Colin Paul.
So Finlay is fine. I've stopped the bleeding from his nose. Obviously, in boxing bouts, can happen.
Boxers to the ring, please. Boxers to the ring.
Jim Smith in the ring. Great friend of mine. Great referee. This will be Paul Duffy and Luke McFadden. I'll just pass back to Gregory Houston, ring announcer, who will announce both boxers.
Fight number 3, all our semi-finals in the youth category at Middleweight, 75 kilograms. Referees are Jim Smith, 3 rounds. In the red corner, from Spring Hill Boxing Club, Paul Duffy. And in the blue corner, from Buckhead Boxing Club, Luke McFadden.
Got Luke McFadden in the blue and Paul Duffy in the red. Luke for me started off early, showing his dominance. Again, look, carrying on that. Paul's just trying to find an opening, try and get in. Nearly there. Look, unloading.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yes, Luke. Keep your hands going.
Look, far more busier than Paul in the red. Not all Luke's jabs are landing, but he's definitely busier. And now he's trying to take Paul apart from the inside. To end of round one. You're watching the Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021. Sponsored by Heating and Plumbing, SW Heating and Plumbing, and Kelvin Mac Commercial Services. My name is Jamie O'Neill. You're watching JATV Live. We'll be with you as long as the day goes on. Let us know you're here. Keep liking. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe. I need to build that YouTube channel up a bit with subscribers, because we've got on JTV we've got about 12,000 followers. JTV Raw is about nearly 3,000, but our YouTube page is on about 300. But it's because everybody's on Facebook. All the grannies are on Facebook. That's what it is, and they love it seeing their grandkids box. So round 2. Luke McFadden in the blue, and Paul Duffy in the red. Paul starting to open up a bit. Nice back retaliation there by Paul. If he keeps up like that, Mark, let me see if I can get you a link. Luke in the blue has remained consistent, but Paul this round has definitely improved. He's found a few openings, trying to push back when he can, moving out the way. Nice wee side manoeuvres there. But Luke again, very sharp. The jabs. Paul maybe just needs to protect himself a wee bit more as well. It's almost like Luke knows where Paul's going each time, and he's blocking it well. But Paul did start this round off a lot better than the first. As I said, Luke has been consistent for me. Last 10 seconds in round number 2. For me, still ended the same as the first round. More accuracy from Luke. I think Paul just needs to maybe dig a bit deep to get through this. He did start the second round a lot better than the first. So we go third and final round. Luke McFadden from Barhead, and Paul Duffy from Spring Hill Boxing Club. Luke, for me, has controlled much of the bout, but there has been opportunities for Paul to open up a bit. I think Luke just seems a bit more comfortable in the ring, a bit more determined. You can see it in his eyes. But Paul has done well to dodge what he can, step out of the way. That'll no doubt. It's practiced in gyms up and down the country. But these guys boxing at 75 kg. I mean, some of the blows, I can feel them from my seat. Nice right there from Luke. What's your thoughts on this bout if you're watching from home? Do you agree with me, or there's a lot more experienced people, I guess, watching? Let me know what you think, if you're allowed to share your comments. I know some people maybe are officials. And for me, Luke has controlled much of this bout. And still in control. So we're getting a count, which I suspected was going to come sooner or later. Jim Smith allowing the bout to go on. And that is us. For me, this will be comfortable one for Luke. Paul has got a few things he needs to work on, possibly stamina and his accuracy. But Luke was very much in control of that bout. Thanks for your comments, Fawn O'Neill. Are we related? Jokes. Mark Breslin and Sean Stewart.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it for both boxers. After 3 rounds, the winner by unanimous decision and through to the final. In the blue corner, and please let's get it for Paul Duffy.
I think we're all in agreement there. Luke just seemed more in control, more fit. As I said, with these open tournaments, it's difficult for a lot of boxers to know who their opponent is, which is why you should always be in your A game. Catty Shonny McCormick, who saved us at the Renfrewshire show, because we didn't have that's always my fear, is how bad the signal might be in some places. And the Renfrewshire show, the signal was really, really bad until Shonny sorted it when we got the hotel's Wi-Fi. if you are watching at any point the signal does drop, this is being recorded as well. So we will have all the bouts posted individually. So we're going back to the ring. Bout 4, a youth cruiserweight at 86 kg. You're slowly starting to keep up to my weight. Jay Steele from Priest Hill and Callum Pollock from Doon Hamers. Rhys McFadden, Robert McNulty will be boxing number 9th. So we're at number 4. We'll do the math.
Fight number 4 in the youth category, semi-final at cruiserweight, 86 kilograms. And the red corner from Houston Boxing Club Montana, Jay Steele. And in the blue corner from the Hamers Boxing Club, Callum Pollock. 3 rounds.
So 3 3-minute rounds. And once again, in the blue corner is Callum Pollock, and in the red corner is Jay Steele. And they're off. I'm going to have to make a clip out of that. So the referee just reminding Callum in the blue not to grab his opponent in the head. And he's asking the medical team just to look over him. Jocko, how you doing? We're upstairs for North Glasgow's boxing club gym. I hope you're alright, Jocko. What a great name Jay has. Oh, is it Jay, like mine? Jay Steele. Already seen some blood coming from the nose. Callum in the blue. He seems a bit flexible. The referee giving the count. Chris Cattle, I don't know if there's a break, I'll find it for you. there was a few walkovers, so some of the bouts won't go ahead. So we'll get 10 in total. This is number 4, 10. There usually is a wee break in between, but I don't know if they're going to go ahead with a break. They just want to get it over and done with. So watching bout number 4, it's a youth cruiserweight. Referee has called it in round 1. So this will be the 3rd stoppage of the afternoon. Jay Steele and Priest Hill will be taking this one. Callum Pollock. It's just unfortunate. I do think Jay was in much control of that bout, round. Sorry. But when your nose is bleeding, that can just put you off your focus and your accuracy. So I would have maybe liked to see a bit more of Callum. But it is what it is. We'll just wait for medical team just to make sure Callum's alright, which he's still standing. Just a slight nosebleed. And I agree with Stevie. Stevie's official from home, so if I get anything wrong, just pull me up. Which all the referees will do anyway. If I say it wrong, they'll always keep me right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for both boxers. That's from Scotland, number 1 due to an injury. The winner by RSCI in the red corner, James Steele.
So next up we move to lightweight, 60 kg with Ross Hutchison and Dylan Arbico. Dylan Arbico is from...
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you looking to attend the championship finals, there are Saturday, November 27th at the Holiday Inn at Glasgow Airport. For tickets, keep an eye on the Western District Facebook page as the link for tickets will be posted there. To be able to get tickets online, the link will be posted on the Western District Facebook page.
So if I'm halfway through a sentence and the ring announcer starts speaking, he has priority over me, so I'll stop speaking. I was just about to say, next up, Ross Hutchison and Dylan Arbico. New York Hill, we will be covering their home show in a few weeks. We've got a busy December. Lots of home shows. We're up in there in Dundee. We will be at New York Hill on the 10th of December. And I'll just pass back to Gregory Houston, who will announce both boxers.
So we have Brendan Riley and Triple Harley to the please. Fight number 5, and they're in this now. We're moving up to the series of the category. This is the 75 at the lightweight, 62 rounds. George Brown. In the red corner from Team Boxing Club, Ross Hutchison. And in the blue corner from New York Hill Boxing Club, Dylan Arbico. 33-minute rounds.
So just as we get started, I'll just answer some of the questions. Stevie Morrison, I'm learning, but I'm not quite there yet. Logan Hayes, is there any boxers from Renfrewshire fighting? Yep. We have Robert McNulty on 9th. And in the ring we've got Dylan Arbico from Yacht Hill in the blue. And Ross Hutchison from Dunhamers in the red. Yeah, nice work easy on from Dylan. Early on, sorry. But Ross is responding. Probably one of these bouts that you go out there and you think, if I take this, you'll make a wee bit of name for yourself, taking on somebody like Dylan. Dylan does look very, very focused. Saying that there's no fear in Ross's. I think this will just come down to pure skill and ability. But a few decent blows coming for Dylan. Ross just needs to watch that. I don't know how much you can hear, but I can hear them, I can feel them. Ross is trying to respond when he can, but Dylan again sort of hunting his opponent. Double left there and fall by the right. Ross just asked to watch his head. Nice combinations for Dylan. Nice first round, to be honest.
We have Brendan Riley of Cardiff Riders to the golf table, please. Brendan Riley from Cardiff to the golf table.
So nice opening first round there, I think, for me. Dylan controlled that. Seems it's not a boxer I think I've came across, but I've heard a lot of people talk about. So I'm assuming he's a very experienced boxer. He seems that way. He seems very comfortable in the ring, very much in control, moving between even like the double jabs and then the right. It's not something you see often, and you only see it when boxers are comfortable. Let's get to round two. So Ross has been told just step up a bit, moving a bit faster. He needs to move in and out very, very fast, boxing somebody like Dylan. And just watch himself as well. I mean, there's no doubt he's going to take shots as he moves in, which means he needs to be more accurate. Ross pushing Dylan back. Referee reminds him, keep your head up, and tells Dylan to just watch the any blows behind the head. Ross being urged by his teammates in the audience to push a bit forward, which is extremely difficult boxing somebody with Dylan's confident style. So I try not to be biased, but I kind of want Ross to sort of go for it a bit more. He just needs to watch punching his opponent behind the head, grabbing his head. So also you read the sign language for the referees. Dylan again controlling. Yeah, I think Dylan he's controlled much of this bout. We're going into the last 10 seconds of round 2. Ross did look like he came out wanting to start the ring a bit more fast paced, but Dylan's very, very comfortable, very confident. So if you're watching from home, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Boxing Scotland Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021. The finals will be on the 27th of November. And tickets will be available on Western District's Facebook page. We'll also share the links when we see it on our Facebook page. This stream is coming to you from the Ashgill Recreation Centre in Milton, Glasgow. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services, who have made this event and stream possible. We go back in the ring for round 2. Get Dylan Arbico in the blue from Ewart Hill and Ross Hutchison in the red from Doonhamers. I think most of us will agree Dylan has been in control for the majority of this bout. But for me it'd be nice to see Ross just push back a bit, which is difficult when you're boxing someone like Dylan. I understand that, but get a bit more scrappy now, but Dylan is moving between the head and the body. The referee has had to pull Ross up a few times for he's deducting a point now for grabbing. I think that might just be down to experience and frustration. Just try to save yourself a bit from not allowing Dylan to Dylan is making it difficult for Ross, but the young man does look determined. And he is trying his best to sort of just keep up with the pace. Still got some juice in the tank, Ross. As I said, that Dylan does look. That's another point being deducted for Ross. Got the last 10 seconds now, around 3. Bit of a frustration for Ross, I think. I do think he tried his best against what seems to be a very, very experienced, comfortable, confident opponent. The referee did deduct 2 points from Ross for a series of grabbing and shoulder barges. Yeah, I agree with that, Stevie. I think Dylan just showed his experience and confidence, and never really come across a bit too cocky or arrogant. I don't think, like, sometimes you get. I just pass back to Gregory Houston now for the official announcement.
After 3 minutes of the time, we know this position and through to the final. In the blue corner, Dylan O'Donoghue. And please, let's hear it for Ross Hutchison.
Yeah, Stephen Ferguson, how you doing? You alright? Yeah, I agree. I think regardless of the outcome, great experience for Ross. All the boxers are still learning. Some would be more experienced than others, but the referees are there just to remind boxers of the rules and to help them along, to be honest. So now we move on to a light middleweight, bout number 5. Be Brendan Riley for Campus Netherton and Tarpal Ali from Doonhamers. I'll allow Gregory the time and the space to announce them. So Mark Graham, we're on bout number 5 of 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, with the JATV quarterfinal, Middleweight, 71 kilograms, 3 kilograms, referees enjoy the count. In the red corner for Campus Netherton Box Club, Brendan Riley. And the blue corner for Doonhamers Box Club, Tarpal Ali. 3 kilograms.
So that was my mistake there. So this is bout number 6.
Mark Johnson, that's the going to the one table, please.
It's because they say order and then bouts, so the order of the bouts. I don't really understand it, but this is bout number 6. We'll have 4 more after this. Brendan Riley in the red and Purple Alley in the blue. So hello to Lewis Hill, Pat Campbell, Scooper SC. We get Anne Armstrong in the blue corner, shouting the instructions. Who recently became professional boxing coach as well. Nice back and forth from both Brendan and Purple there. 2 lefts to the head from Brendan. Referee just reminding Brendan, keep his head up. Brendan just needs to be a bit more accurate. With 2 or 3 the jabs hit, but he is defending well. The Tarpo's retaliation. Getting a bit sluggish now as we reach the final seconds, I would say, round 1. So you're watching the Western District Elite and Youth Championships here at the Ashgill Recreation Centre in Milton, Glasgow. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. In the ring from Campus Nathan Boxing Club, we have Brendan Riley, who's in the red corner, and from Doonhamers is Purple Alley, who's in the blue. I think for me it was a bit even there. I'd like to see a bit more accuracy from Brendan, although he's defending well. And on the opposite side, Turple is throwing and landing, but it has been blocked, so he just needs to try and get in the inside of Brendan. There we go, with round 2. Both boxers showing respect. Now I'd imagine this is going to get a bit more scrappy. If both boxers can keep the pace, this is where we're going to see it pick up. Purple lunging forward there. A few nice jabs came from Brendan so far in this round. Those left hooks to the body and head from Brendan. Tap on who's sidestepping him. I've seen a wee bit of a clash of heads there. It's going to hurt him ultimately when they're getting scrappy. I'm finding it very difficult to call this. I think maybe Brendan for me is just slightly edging it. Tarpal needs to be a bit more busy. It's almost like he's waiting for Brendan first and then responding. But I think now should be the stage where he's trying to take control of this bout. But very, very even for me, to be honest. And Armstrong in the corner is shouting for Tarpal Ali just to step it up a bit. But there's been a lot of jabs to the head from Brendan that have landed. He's got 1 round left to go. What are you calling it? But I need some help with this one. So this is bout number 6 of 10. Got Brendan Riley from Camasnethan and Tarpal Ali from Dunhamers. Tarpal is in the blue and Brendan is in the red. Haji Nasser is 1 each down to the final round. I think that as well. I think this could be any boxer's bout. How you doing, Haji? You're right. I'm upstairs for your gym. We're upstairs for North Glasgow. Both boxers have no doubt been told, listen, this is it, raise your game. You want this, you're going to have to fight for it. Tarpal is up these games, is a bit, just pushing a bit more forward. He just needs to watch the swings, he doesn't lose too much energy. But this is the final round. So Brendan has been consistent throughout. Tarpal is up to his game a bit. So there's the kids are out there. Some of them will try to block the camera. Seems to be a head clash there, which I think came from Tarpal Ali stepping forward. Brendan does seem a bit more composed. So doctor's just going to check Papa Ali over.
So we have Axel Lloyd of Rob Boston up to blood table, please.
So they're just getting ready for the next bout. We've got Axel Ngoy from Rob Roy and Mark Johnson from Ute Hill. We're ready to finish this bout. Expect it to get a bit scrappy in the final moments. Papa is bleeding on the left hand side of his cheek. He's taking a few left hooks there, and then responded. But for me, this round is likely to go to Brendan. He's been consistent throughout. I think Tarpo's tried to up his game a bit. And that's us. Let me know your thoughts. For me, Brendan done enough to take this, although Tarpo didn't give up, kept going. Kind of got some punishment as a result of that. He is bleeding. Looks like there's a cut of his left eye and possibly on his cheek. Hello everyone watching at home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the first time we've streamed simultaneously on JTV Raw's Facebook page along with JTV Scotland's YouTube. And I'll go back to Gregory Houston in the ring for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please accept for the boxers. Driven by a unanimous decision and through to the semi-final in the red corner, and who's rescued from Triple Ali.
So I maybe expect that to be a bit closer. I think Brendan just showed his experience there. Tarpo Ali, as I said, didn't get up, kept moving forward. But it was a nice bout. So next up, I don't think there's going to be a break. I think we're just going to go straight through. Next up we have Mark Johnson and Axel Felix Ngoy.
If anyone has found a card please, and if any card please have in front of
Somebody's lost a car key. So just another shout out to our sponsors, SRB Heating and Plumbing, and Kelverbank Commercial Services. I'll go back to Gregory Houston as he announces both boxers for the 7th bout of this afternoon. We've got another 3 after this.
There's a semi-final at only 61 kilograms between the ranks of the back of the in the red corner from Ute Hill, Mark Johnson. And in the blue corner from Rob Roy, Axel Felix
So Adji, this is 71 kg light middleweight. The weights have slightly changed, so these are the updated ones. Mark in the red and Axel in the blue. Mark does look like he's got the advantage of the reach. Well, definitely has the advantage of the reach. And sometimes you substitute the power. So let's see how this goes. Nice movement from Mark. But Axel seems determined as he's trying to almost stop his opponent. But he needs to be a bit more busier. This is bout number 7. You get 3 more after this. Logan's asking. We get Mark Johnson from Mount Hill Boxing Club and Axel Felix Ngoy from Rob Roy. With a few Rob Roy boxers already, and this is the second New York Hill. Axel, as I said, needs to be a bit more busy. He has been stalking his opponent, but he can't wait too long because he'll be losing points. As Mark does land the jabs, steps out the way, has the advantage of the reach. Very nice there from Mark. I mean, there's a lot of power in Axel's response, but for me they were blocked there. But he needs to be busy, he needs to start moving forward. So that's end of round 1. You're watching Boxing Scotland's Western District Elite and Youth Championships here at the Ashgill Recreation Centre in Milton, Glasgow. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. We're just going into round 2 of bout number 7. Well, for me, Mark Johnson in the red corner is just slightly, well, he's taking the first round over Axel Felix Ngoy in the blue. For me, just down to how busy the boxers are, I think Axel needs to just needs to step up, move forward. So let's see how this round 2 goes. Charlie, yeah, I've got a bout list in front of me. So I'll just read through what we've got next. So right now is Mark Johnson, Axel Ngoy. Next up we've got Jamie McCoskey and Sam Kane. And then we've got Robert McNulty and Paul Greville. And then Kane Caldwell and Connell McDonald. Axel is now looking for the opening. And it's kind of what I wanted to see from Axel, to be honest. He was, for me, too cautious in the first round. He needs to just go for it because Mark will be planting them. Axel needs to move in and fill that gap between him and Mark. Mark has the advantage of the reach, and he's been using it to control this bout so far. Axel's teammates are shouting to actually close the distance. It's not just enough to be stalking your opponent, because there we go, get inside. That's what I think you need to see from Axel. Mark again with the jabs, stepping out of the way, responding. Axel can't use too much energy, just swinging and jabbing when it's not going anywhere. But he just needs to be busier. If he's busier, then he'll achieve something at least. But Mark, almost ruthless, and you can see the ruthlessness in his eyes there, to be honest. I feel Axel's kind of holding himself back. But he does have these big, powerful shots, but that may not be enough to win it when Mark is sort of dictating the speed. Mark seems comfortable. I said Axel just needs to come forward a bit and no wait too long. So we have 3 bouts after this. I'm looking forward to see Jimmy McCloskey from Cambusnethan, Sam Kane from Cleveland Miners, then Robert McNulty from Renfrewshire Boxing, and Paul Greville from Barhead. Robert topped the bill at the Renfrewshire Boxing Home Show last week. You can catch that on JATVScotland.com. He spoke about how he's matured in the last few years, not just as a boxer, but as a person. He's grown up a lot. And it was great to see him top the bill on his home show. And then we'll have the final bout number 10 is Kane Caldwell and Conor McDonald. Now the crowd that is closest to me are the Rob Roy boys out here supporting their man Axel. And this is what I want to see. Axel just needs to watch he's not grabbing his opponent's head, but nice shots there. He needs to keep that up. He can't let Mark control this fight from a distance. He needs to get in there. If it's all guns blazing and swinging, then just go for it, my man. Mark Graham, we're on bout number 7, if you've not been listening. There's 3 more after this, my man. Andrew Snedden Jr. Need to agree, I think Mark has controlled this bout to his own pace. There's been a side body shot there that I think Axel felt. Axel is now pushing forward, but I mean he should have been doing this round 1, round 2. I get it. Mark has a reach advantage. Mark seems to be controlling the bout from a distance with his jabs. There's a lot of action he's to work on, but I do think he's got the capabilities. He's not got any fear, but I think he's wasted far too much to round 1. just hunting his opponent, stalking his opponent, not much coming out. And Mark is being composed and in control. We will be coming to the final moments at round 3. This is where Axel should have been for as much of this bout. Right in, no giving his opponent the space. As I said, Mark has been ruthless and he's well done to both boxers. For me, Mark took each round. Although I do see potential in that, Axel. Like to see him make the improvements. And we'll go to Gregory Houston for the official announcement here at the Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021. Bout number 7, light middleweight, 71 kg between Mark Johnson and Axel Felix and Goy. I'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for both boxers. After 3 rounds, winner by unanimous decision and through to the final in the red corner, Ashgill. Please let's hear it for Axel Felix and Goy.
It's well done to Mark. He will be competing in the final on the 27th of November. And good attempt from Axel, a lot he can work on. Hopefully he watches us back and takes the criticism as it's intended.
Jazz.
We've got 3 bouts left here at the Ashgill Recreation Centre. Jamie McCluskey, Camus Nethen, and Sam Kane from Cleveland Miners. Jamie will be in the red corner and Sam in the blue. And I'll allow Gregory to announce them both. And I'll join you back in round 1.
Semi-final at light heavyweight, 80 kilograms, 3 rounds of and the red corner from Camus Nethen, the winner was JATV and in the blue corner from Cleveland, the winner was Sam Kane. 3 rounds.
Jamie.
Nice wee back and forward so far as they just, both boxers open up. Jamie go for the head, and Sam responding with a series of body shots. Derek Fraser, I hear you. Big shout out to Jimmy Smith. I'll let him know. And Jim is making his presence known in the ring. He's telling the boxers to watch your headshots. Something Boxing Scotland officials will take very, very seriously. It can happen when they're getting up close and personal. I feel if this goes a distance, when we see both boxers tire themselves out a bit. This is 80 kgs. Sam said he's wee spell there, unleashing on Jamie. And Jamie try to now take back control and dictate this bout. But Sam is trying his best not to let him. Jamie just needs to watch the headshots coming in, but Sam is trying to move from body to head. They need just maybe keep their heads up a bit. Getting into the last 10 seconds, about number 8. Just on the bell. So, from what I understand, this will continue. Well, Stevie, I hear you. I was just about to ask for your help there because I was going to ask Stevie. So if the count starts before the bell, the count should continue.
We have
but Jim's a wee guy with a big presence too, right? So after this bout, we will have Robert McNulty from Renfrewshire Boxing and Paul Greville from Barhead. Stevie just confirmed that. So if the count starts before the bell, the referee will continue the count, which kind of makes sense because if the boxer couldn't go on, if it was something serious, then I'd imagine it would be stopped after that. Both boxers came back swinging. Both tough guys. Jamie being a bit more accurate with the straight jab. I think there's a bit of blood coming now from Sam's nose. He just needs to watch that. They need to watch their head clashes as well. But wow, great right hook there from Jamie. I feel as though Jamie's been a bit more accurate. I mean, Sam's doing well in responding. And there's some great shots from both. Sam's been working mainly on the body. He is moving some head shots, but Jamie's just jabbing. Nice there from Jamie. We're now getting a count. Jamie's corner telling him, take a deep breath, keep the distance, and Jim Smith has made his presence known by looking after Sam. As always, the Boxing Scotland officials will make sure that both boxers are safe and well and able to continue. I could kind of see that going Jamie's way. Sam's got a bit to work on. We'll go back to Gregory Houston for the official announcement in the ring. I agree with Stephen. I think that was the right call coming from Jim Smith. Jamie does look like he could go an extra few rounds. Sam, I think, just needs to work on a few things. I mean, because he was fighting back, he's working on the body. Jamie kept his focus mainly on the head with the jabs, straight jabs, caused Sam some problems, some bleeding from his nose. And here we go, one of my favourite boxers to watch is Robert McNulty, who won top of the bill at the Renfrewshire Boxing Home Show just last week. Jason McCormack, who was his teammate, was on commentary with me discussing how much Robert's matured, both as a young man and as a boxer. So it's great to see him boxing today. And he's up against Paul Greville from Barhead.
In the red corner from Renfrewshire Boxing Club, in the blue corner from Barhead Boxing Club, Paul.
So ladies and gentlemen, you're watching bout number 9, Western District Elite Youth Championships 2021. Sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Back Commercial Services. This is round number 1. In the red corner, Robert McNulty from Renfrewshire Boxing, and in the blue corner, Paul Greville from Barhead. Paul has started to the bout try to push forward. However, judging by Robert's main event, his home show, he will be looking to take control of this bout. And we did see difference in styles from Robert. As you can see now, he will lead you and he'll draw you in if he needs to. And he's been good at working both at distance and up close, and he's able to switch. Great shots there from Robert, using his jab, and then attempting to punish Paul. Hello everybody watching from Renfrew. Tonton, Sam, Wiley, Sharon and Kevin. I think a comfortable start so far for Robert. I think Paul did try to set the pace slightly until Robert used that to his advantage. And that left hook is an absolute belter. Nice left there from Paul, but responded well by Robert. And this is something we've seen with Robert at his home show, was he'll allow his opponent to come in, maybe throw one jab, and then he'll respond sharply, quickly, more accurately with 2 or 3. And that is the maturity that we've spoke about, how he's matured during the lockdown. Used it to his advantage. Been in the gym. There's a lot of pros boxing out of Renfrewshire boxing now, and Robert's been training and sparring with them, alongside them. Now Paul won't be a walk in the park, but Robert will step out the way. It's very nice. But for me, Robert was more composed. He's drawn Paul in, and as I said, responding sharply and more accurately with a flurry, a mix up of jabs, punches, and he is very, very sharp with that left hook. He'll use it and then bounce it the way, sort of drawing his opponent in. Jason McCormick, what's your thoughts? Oh, great! He said great round. We're going into round 2, bout number 9. Paul sort of just stepped up a bit, but as I said, he needs to be aware that Robert will use that to his advantage. Paul just took a headshot there. It's almost like Robert shows no fear when his opponent steps up his game, and again, look at that, there's a right hook and then step out the way. Paul's trying his best to dodge, but he needs to keep his head up. He wants to see that coming. Again, Robert tempting him. Come at me. In the end, you'll have you right where he wants you. Paul really needs to be more accurate. Robert, as I said, cleaner shots, accurate shots, quicker shots, sharper. I've run it to adjectives. And here we go, he'll draw you in. Maybe allow you that opportunity to throw 1 or 2 jabs, but I mean, for me, Paul's not has been as accurate. Like that's 3 nice clean shots, 2 left, 1 right from Robert. Robert, as I said, will allow that he come forward, but a lot of pierces on the back foot. It's like he's drawn his prey in. Paul's teammates urging him to go to work, step it up, but Robert still looks very, very comfortable. That's us for round 2. For me, it's been Robert's kept his composure throughout that, made it a bit difficult for Paul as he moves in, as he's maybe at times trying to be busier. Robert's like lured him in, and then as I said, he can walk in the inside and outside on the ropes, whatever, but he's sort of setting the pace and just seems a bit more comfortable. I think Paul seems a bit more frustrated that he's not landing as much, but as I said, easy for me. To the last 2 rounds for me went to Robert. I think the capabilities there, and for Paul, maybe up his game a bit, be busier, but needs to be a bit more accurate.
Let's go, Paul, let's go.
But a great bout for Robert. Paul maybe be looking to get a bit tangled up and get really in close, but Robert uses that left jab very nicely, and the sharp switch between the left jab, right hook, then back to the left. But I said before this bout started, Roberts became one of my favourite boxers to watch, and hopefully you understand why. Paul's got a count, and we spoke about this, me and Jason McCormick, when we commentated in Robert last week. If this was a few years ago, you would have seen a cockiness to Robert, and for me that came because there was a lot of big characters in the gym. Now he's very respectful of his opponent, very respectful of the referee in the ring, in the game, and much of that comes to the sort of the way the coaches work, and not just in Renfrewshire but like a lot of other gyms, but it's particular in Renfrewshire. I know Graham and Colin in particular, they set a standard. I mean, you've got people like Cash Farouk, Gary Ray, boxing at that gym, that you can see the similar respect levels. The referee's now called it, so this another stoppage. Great performance by Robert McNulty. Well done to Paul, who, as I said, at times was trying to be busier, but Robert he's total different boxer for 2 years ago. More composed, more respectful, more matured. The comments are flooding in for everybody watching, but it's like I almost feel proud at how much Robert's came on in the last 2 years. Top of the bill on his home show. Go back to Gregory Houston. I'll stop talking for a second as he announces the official result.
The referee has been selected in round number 3, winner by RSC, and through to the final in the red corner, Robert McNulty. And please, let's take over Paul Hill.
So Robert will be boxing in the final 27th of November. We've got one bout left, Kane Caldwell and Conor McDonald. That's a super heavyweight bout. We'll be with you in a few minutes. You're watching Boxing Scotland's Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021 on JTV and JTV Raw. Our sponsors are SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Commercial Services.
Ladies for purchase tickets, District Facebook page. Boxers Square, please. Boxers Square.
So as Gregory just announced, if you are coming to the Western District Elite and Youth Championship finals, the link should be available on the Western District Facebook page for you to buy tickets. I am checking that out as we speak. And I'll post the link in the comments. Just give me a wee second. Until then, I'll pass back to Gregory Houston as he announces the final bout of this afternoon. And I'll be with you in a wee second.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our final round of the afternoon, semi-final at super heavyweight. Please give an announcement to join here in the red corner from Sprint Hill Boxing Club, King Colwell. And in the blue corner from Bravehearts Boxing Club, Colin Gold. Please give an announcement.
So I just get pulled up there because a week ago I was pronouncing Vineborough as Vinborough, but it was just the way I wrote it down. I couldn't read it. So apologies for everybody last week at the Riffshire Boxing Show. It was Vineborough and not Vinborough. But it's good people pull me up because I'm learning. Stephen Wilson, I agree. I think Robert Minot was class and plenty of heart from Paul. So we get Kane Caldwell and Conor McDonald, and that's it. That's it for our final bout this evening. We'll wait for the official announcement. But listen, everybody watching, it's been great. I love seeing the comments, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Keep an eye on JTV Raw's Facebook page for all the events we'll be covering. But this has been Boxing Scotland's Western District Elite and Youth Championships 2021, sponsored by SW Heating and Plumbing and Kelvin Bank Commercial Services. Now I'll pass back to Gregory Houston for the official announcement.
For tickets to the finals, if you want to watch
So listen guys, thanks for watching. My name's Jamie O'Neill. You've been watching JTV Raw and on JTV's YouTube channel. Listen, I love how this has gone, and we'll come back and do it more again sometime. Keep an eye on JTV Raw's Facebook page for events coming up. If you do want your home show streamed or recorded, give us a shout.